Well, hello, friends. It is Wednesday afternoon. Probably not all over the world, but at least somewhere within that neighborhood. I hope everybody's having a good week. Step aside. Let's talk some leather, maybe laugh a little bit. I got a joke of the week. It's not really leather related, but it sorta, right? We'll add that in. I hope everybody's having a good week and a good Wednesday. At least here we're a little bit over the hump on the West Coast, kind of getting to the hump, but you know what? We have that to look forward to, and the weekend is now not far away. All right. I hope everybody's doing good, though. Got some great comments coming in, got some fun stuff to talk about, got a good product of the week going. So I kind of looked at my sample table and thought, well, I'm a little short over here. And there's always this 259 panic, like less than a minute to go. Oh boy, do I have everything, right? I just, because, small shiny objects, I'll wander off. Anyway. So, but we've got some fun stuff to talk about. I hope so. Yeah, everybody. I just, a little bit of stress sitting down, setting this up, and then I start seeing the comments come in. Thorsten, hello, right back to Germany. Sure would like to see Germany again. Austin, in Ohio. Well, it's good to hear from you. I hope your weather's starting to lighten up a little bit. Big Iron Fist. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we don't know. Nobody knows what time it is this time of year because we're all flipping clocks back and forth. Thorsten, food. Say no more. One word needed. All right. Dan B, howdy back to you. Oh, Big Iron Fist from Texas. You got to let me know we're in Texas, man. I grew up in East Texas, and I hope y'all are doing all right. Terry Nelson, Minnesota. I bet y'all are starting to see a little bit of a change in the weather. And I always joke about this, because we're in the southern part of the U.S., but I kind of leave out the other side of the planet. It's not like it's obvious. It's like the other side, but y'all are heading into fall, starting to cool off, which I love both seasons. So just flip that whenever I say, yay, spring's coming, yay, fall's coming. For most of us, we like to see it start to cool off. And, for those of us going to the fall, the holidays are on that end. But man, anyway, so everybody, I hope it's warming up or cooling off. That was the point there. Christopher, hello, right back to Austria. Boy, that's one I would love to see. Absolutely. Okay, Kinsey Shankles is staying on me, and you ought to. Thank you. I had the buffalo and the cloak in my hand this morning. And if you're not up to speed on this, I've got this beautiful piece of buffalo hide, and I made a deer tan cloak in the brown, and I need to marry the two together. I'm scared to cut into that buffalo. No, I'm not. I'm just procrastinating. That's all I'm doing. But Ren Fair is coming up. In fact, Blade Show's on. We'll talk about that. We're trying to pick a weekend for Ren Fair. Now, again, these are localized. These are all right here around Atlanta. But the good point is that the shows are starting to open up. So I'll be getting out and about and around the country, and I hope I can meet most everybody. I'd sure like to start doing some international shows. I'm going to ask the boss about that. Let's see how receptive she is to that. So anyway, but things are starting to open up. Yay. Here in Georgia, you kind of see people in a mask at like the big stores, grocery stores, pharmacies. But kind of for the most part, convenience stores, restaurants, not so much. We're mostly back to normal, and I hope everybody's kind of getting there. The lives came out of this thing. So hopefully that's at least something that came out of it that we can look forward to and enjoy. Leonardo Caruso, I said, hi from Brazil, where the leather is cheap and I still can't afford it. And it's just money, right? It's just money. We can waste our paycheck on things like bills and car payments, or we can spend it on leather, right? We're biased. Anyway, let's see, Bridget Benson, Arizona, Spastic Geek. It's always a pleasure to see everybody's name. Really love to see new names pop in. Y'all come on in. The water's fine. You walk into a big family, big friendly family. No kidding. Y'all also, thanks for answering questions. Going through the comments from last week, I see questions pop up like 3 and 4 times. I never see them. I never see these, and I apologize for that. But when I do see that, it's a week lag. But the following week, I'll bring those up, and we got a couple of those. I apologize for that. I'm kind of here by myself, and these y'all, thank you for just jamming in on the comments and the questions. I have a hard time keeping up, but you know what? It's not the point. I'll do what I can. Absolutely. Um, oh, Peter, hope you're doing well from Cape Town. Uh, oh, Brian Woodward, Virginia. Uh, what a beautiful state. What we saw just saw something on TV the other night. I don't know, just in passing, a commercial or Virginia's gorgeous and the history, just absolute history. Um, Spastic Geek, Shepherd 2010. Hello, right back to you. Yeah, busted. Right, yeah. So I'm slowly gonna get down to a t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. Eventually, that's like May or June, right? We dress in layers, but over 6 months, right? Uh, let's see. Dan B, Idaho. Man, what a beautiful state that is. Dan, I'm glad you're with us today. Everybody. Martin, the Chuckinators, you're too kind. That bless your heart. Thank you. Sometimes I absolutely feel unworthy, especially looking at the fan page. Oh man. And we've got a couple of comments from the fan page. I would love to post something on there, and I should. Y'all see everything I do. Literally everything I do is if I go to put something up on the fan page, I'm like, well, everybody's already seen this. So I was spinning through my pics. So I do have a pic of, I had a full suit armor. I think when I've got here, all the pieces cut, tooled, hardened, ready to die. Straps, billets, keepers, everything. And it completely takes up my 3 by 6 foot table. It's a cool shot. So I'll work on trying to get that up so I can at least put something up there. I feel, man, need to, you know. But also I'll do my best within every 24, maybe 48 hours, sit down and go through everything, and unbelievable work. There's work there that we literally can aspire to. I'm not kidding. And we'll get to that here in just a second. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I jumped ahead. Oh, okay. Lane McCullough. Good one. Yeah. Okay. Don't forget to tell the boss that we're really looking forward to having a Weaver franchise opening up here in the UK. I'd love to come run that. Oh, man. Oh, Austin Blanton. Thank you. Comments like yours make my day. Austin, I work for Weaver full-time employee, paycheck, benefits and all. And that's the big point, right? Where I'm going with that is when I see comments like yours, it just makes the whole thing. It makes the whole thing. And bless your heart. And we're not going to get to, there's no crying in leathercraft. There's no crying in, actually, there can be a little crying in leathercraft. We just don't admit it, right? We're right. Yeah, there can a little bit, but Austin nonetheless. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, Bridget, I know, funny, because has anybody kind of gotten in the habit of not getting your hair cut, through this thing? I might have to do like Chuck the hippie years. We'll do some belts with like little mushrooms on them, right? Yeah, the hippie years. I'll get some bongos in a VW Bug. How about that? Vaughn Hansen. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I don't know if it's better to just try or botch. It's somebody's name. Hello from Greenland. Hello right back. Let's see. Noah's DIY. Hola from the Dominican Republic. Hola right back, friend. I'm honored that you're with us today. Night for today. Made it this week. Just got a box of copper rivets from Weaver. Man, that's a rivet that is never leaving. When a copper rivet goes in, it's there forever. And I love them too. You've got a peening tool, so you can kind of hammer them down around it. I like to go at those with my ball peen. So it's got like a hand forged look to them. But yeah, the copper and the brass, those are gorgeous. Gary, Ohio, excited to be here. Gary, I'm so glad you feel that way. That makes me feel the same way. It really does. Chris, I had to read this. Believe it or not, it's snowing in Norfolk. He's in England. And Chris, I almost thought y'all were kind of along the same lines as we are. You've got some snow. It's cool and disappointing. All of the things, right? The same emotion. My Siri, I was coming back from my folks, and I guess if I get out of the truck and don't walk far enough, the signal doesn't disconnect. And So when I get back in, my Siri won't pick up my phone, Bluetooth. So I said something like, I was getting, I'm on the highway, not terribly irritated, just, damn it, Siri, give me some music. She snapped back at me and said, I will not answer to that kind of language. What? I had like 4 emotions all at one time. Okay. Right. So that's like my first emotion was like, when you're young and you talk back to your parents, the brows come down, hell is going to follow. Right. Okay. My second emotion was you're a machine. Don't tell me. Anyway. Okay. So rolling, not weather related. Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, it's fast to gig the Pittsburgh Weaver store is before the UK store. I'll talk to somebody on that one. Because Pittsburgh is beautiful too. Man, all of Pennsylvania is gorgeous. Spent a year growing up in Pennsylvania. My junior year in high school. Anyway, the food, the people, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Loved Pennsylvania. Okay, let's see. Thomas Johnson. I need some advice for really soft leather that moves when I cut it. Having a hard time making a straight line. Yeah, okay, Thomas. One of the best tips I from day one that I can offer is called non-slip tape, and we sell it by the roll. I don't have a square with it on it. The point here, okay, so non-slip tape. This is what they use it like on hospital steps or theater step. Public place steps. It's like a soft sandpaper, right? So you can buy that. We sell it. I think ours are 1 inch wide. Anyway, put that on the back of your straight edges and you will never miss a cut. It is the best trick I can absolutely offer. Okay, part 2 to that is say you've got a 2-inch square, put 2 pieces. The point here is get that right to the edge, right to your cutting edge. So it's going to pin down the leather under your straight edge and your non-slip tape. New knife every time. But also keep that, like say with me, I use a box cutter. Keep that blade angle very low. It's almost as if if we keep that blade low, it's starting to split the top grain before it splits the balance. Now we're talking, like probably 2 ounce or 3 ounce leather. So, it's like that much of a cut. But nonetheless, the point is I guarantee you will get a very string clay. That's right. What we have here is a failure to communicate. You'll have a very clean straight line. Okay. Yeah. They don't connect. Anyway. Okay. See if that helps, but I guarantee you it will. You'll get a beautiful cut every time and your straight edge will never move. It will never move. Let's see. Okay. Jailer 23044. Y'all, thanks. I'll try not to jump into these because I might, we've met. So, right. But y'all, if you're answering these, thank you because I missed so many of these. I missed so many. I think we had 400 comments from last week. I wish I could answer everyone and literally just go one at a time. Let's do this. Let's jump over here. Okay, because we got a rewards program now. Man, the good folks in marketing have been working on this a long time. And these folks, I was in a meeting yesterday with everybody. They're dealing on a level I am so below and behind. And anyway, they've been working hard on it. We've got a rewards program now. This is cool. I'll explain a little bit more about that. Okay, so Blade Show is on. Yay. Shows are opening up. Okay, so this is June 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's at the Cobb Galleria here in Atlanta. Cobb is just the county, one of the metro counties that it's in. It's the Galleria. Now, again, this is localized. If you're in California or Maine, it would be a tough show to get to. But if you have any interest in any kind of knife ever made, ever, it's a spectacle. And I'm not, we think of shows, like a large room at, a small. This is like 150,000 square foot room. I'm not kidding. I don't know what the footage is. Unbelievable. 1,000 plus vendors. Your first thought might be, industrial blades, guillotine blades, right? Every kind of knife you have ever seen. And they have vendors, like we'll be there. We'll have a booth there, but major manufacturers will be there. Cutco, which is, to me, about the best knife ever made. We've got some in our kitchen. Expensive. Anyway, and then like half of the hall is tables. We're just any knife maker, blacksmith. can get a table. I don't know how much it is. We're going to come back around to that because I want to talk about doing some shows here in a minute because we've got a good question. But you can get a table and sell or simply display, and there's hundreds of those. So if by chance, you're within driving distance or just have this beautiful love of the blade, it is an unbelievable spectacle. So we'll be there. We'll have a big booth. I think we've got a 10 by 30 this year, which 10 by 20 doesn't really give us much room for equipment. But we bumped up. I think we've got like 2 end caps and a center. So we're gonna have equipment. We're gonna have leather, tools. We'll all be there. And shows are fun. I'll come back around to that. I'll come back around. Let's see. Austin, we're working on it, man. Austin's asking, do you have any suggestions for armor patterns for someone who hasn't made any armor before? Man, we're working on that. It's a big process for us. It's a lot. I don't. Okay, here's my best advice. Get some poster board. Cut it up and wrap it around you. You'll start to get a feel for your body shape. And you can be very basic. A lot of the old, like the period cuirass, true, they had like a belly on them. I have never liked that look. Mine is very flat. Okay, just between us, there's another reason for that. It keeps our belly in, and we look buff in a suit of armor. Yeah, when we take it off, everything goes back to where it was, right? But when we put it on, oh boy. So anyway, man, I'm sorry we don't, but another piece of advice, start with your arm guards. Start there. You'll have a lot of fun with that. Then maybe work up to your pauldrons and your cuirass. It's not hard to figure out the articulation. Just do some poster board. Play with some poster board. You'll start to get a feel for it. You'll start to get a little confidence, a little experience, size, shapes, whatnot. See if that helps. Josh, we need a Weaver store in Minnesota. I couldn't agree more. And Atlanta and Houston, and absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Oh man, Sherprit, the Pendleton show. I probably will be there. If it's on, I most likely will be there. Sean Bell caught that reference. We have a failure to communicate. That's right. Oops, sorry. Anyway. Oh, the boss says we look good. Well, now, thank you. Thanks, Leah, very much. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, cool hand, Luke. Right. All right, let's jump back over here because I got some highs and some hellos from the and some notes from the fan page. Okay. Let's see. Stuart Miller. He's got a fly wallet for fly fishing. Yeah. It's got a tooled trout on it, strapping. It is gorgeous. When I said, just now, the boss, she hit me at 3:00. I don't want that to sound like, she's just not, she's on it. I'm not. I'm just now looking over to that. So sorry, Leah. I don't want, that came out wrong. Anyway, okay. So anyway, Stuart Miller, no dye, but an antique. And it's beautiful. That one is gorgeous. Thomas Behan, the red purse. Thomas, that is spectacular. That is retail, high-end retail store professional. Absolutely beautiful. And the color choice. But Thomas, also, send me an email through the email on the website, on the Weaver website, just under the contact us. Send me an email. Absolutely. Oh, man. Okay, here's what I was talking about earlier. Projects that we can aspire to. Dwayne Reynolds, a Sheridan tooled holster, and he's got some great picks there. Got steps through the process. Unbelievable. And you can tell Dwayne is an artist because one of the picks is him drawing out the Sheridan style. Unbelievable. I'd be happy to be able to do that level of work. Rusty Campbell, basket weave wallet. And Rusty, I wanted to put this in here because it says, is it maybe not terrible? No, it's not. It's gorgeous. It looks great. Yeah, all these projects are gorgeous. You know what? If you're new and maybe it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. It's gorgeous. That's the way it is. Michael Mays, alligator wallet. Boy, wow, that is top shelf professional again. Let's see. Okay, I'm wondering if I got a typo here. Gel I think that's right. Holster. But he also mentioned using cheap tools, and he makes a great point there. You're exactly right. Exactly right. Cheap tools, we struggle with them, but nonetheless, gel, that looks very nice. And Jesse, um, wow, that he's making a wineskin. I have wanted to do this forever. Inspiring to us all, but also a possibility. Again, project out of left field. Very nice. Y'all, so the fan page. Again, I just don't have anything to put on it. Y'all see everything I do because most of it's for videos. And I need to get back over here and work on some of my own projects because it sounds like it's fun, right? Oh, anyway. All right. So, a couple of hellos from last week. And again, these are new names, people I didn't see. I apologize. Dean Grieger, Meeker County, Central Minnesota. Dean, I hope you're with us this week. I hope you're back. This is from last week. Just some hellos. Thorsten, Jerry King, Caleb. It is always good to see y'all's name pop up. Brian Woodward, Virginia. There we go. Gordala. Good day right back to you. Okay, Al Matheson. Hello from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Our friendly neighbors to the north. Oh, and Ann Hogg, Sheffield, UK. Y'all is so good. It's great to see new names and names I haven't seen in places too. What a blast. We've got friends and family, pretty close to family all over the world. Oh, Archeo Boy, hello from Costa Rica. Hola, right back, friend. Anvil and Scribe, I hope you're with us this week. And let's see, Chad Kutzer, hello from Jasper, Missouri. Y'all, I hope everybody's back with us this week. Let's see, okay, jump over to a couple of comments. Let me see what I'm missing over here. Wow, I'm way behind. Let's see. Okay, Rick, good afternoon from Seattle. Very cool. There may be no crying in Leathercraft, but there's certainly some heavy pounding from time to time. Yeah, heavy pounding. This is a room project that I spent a lot of time on. Oh man, it's crushing. It's crushing. Luckily, it's not often, right? It's not often, but yeah. Spastic Geek, thanks for pointing folks over to the fan page. You're going to see some unbelievable work. Man, unbelievable. Yeah, okay, Peter, backing me up there, Thomas. Yeah, y'all please put in and on the fan page as well. Sometimes I'll go and I'll see a lot of comments, on good answers. I might, just put in a quick comment because you got it covered. Yeah, you've got some good advice there. Yo, and thank you for that. But also, when somebody says something like that, yeah, I feel like, okay, I gave somebody the right answer. That's a big help. That's a big help. Oh man. Let's see. I'm gonna botch this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Prizy Kaminku. I'm in the process of making myself sort of a leather workbench. Would you recommend some dimensions that work for you or should work? Or is it denial? Man, oh, please ask any question. Absolutely ask any question. I like a 3 foot by 6 foot, and I can't remember what the metric is on that. I'm sorry, I can't remember that right off because a 4 by 8 is great, but it's like a pool table. And I think I mentioned that. Did I mention that or did I cut that scene? Because with our rulers, it's just like a pool table. We need space around that table, and a 4 by 8 just blows us out. That needs a big room, much like a pool table. I like a 3 foot by 6 foot, does everything. And that's really all you need because you can put your quartz on that. You can make your stamping table, station on that, on patterns. Everything will work on that. And I typically die on that as well. You could drop a shelf under that for storage of leather. 3 by 6 is just a good sized table. For the most part, it'll hold a side. You're going to have about 3 feet, 1 or 2 feet, whatever, hanging off. But it's enough to where you can block the leather down. Or a block is a industry term where, like, a leather company say they need 20 belts at 20 belts by 40 inches. They're 1.5. So they're going to cut out a 30-inch piece to cut out just those belts. It's a way to be very efficient with cutting the leather. So you're not strapping a piece that needs to be 50 inches, but you're strapping it out of 60. Now we've got a 1.5-inch piece that goes in the trash. Anyway, the table's large enough to where we can block our leather or cut out sections as we need to. Then we can tuck that away. That to me that's just a good size, but we can work on any size table. Absolutely. Oh, Bridget, yeah. Okay, good one. Yeah, Jim, I'm married to a hairdresser. My hair looks great. I tell you what, folks that work on hair, undertakers and tax people, they will be here forever. They're not go. Nothing will end those three, right? So that's a solid job from here on out. That no crying in leathercraft. Yeah, there's some heavy pouting. Okay, let's see. Kamal Singh, and I hope you're with us this week. I'm sorry, I think you put this question in 3 times and I didn't see it, but I need some clarification because I'm wondering if translation may not have worked. Please tell me the leather belt all machinery name, or if somebody can help out on that one. I just be a little more specific. I'm happy to help. I am happy to help, and I'm sorry you asked that 3 times and didn't get a response. Let's see. Okay, Matt's Toaster. I hope you're back with us. Good to hear from you, Chad Price. Okay, Chad Price. This is a great point. I wish I had a workshop. I do all my awesome work. You're exactly right. On a small round table. LOL. But it gets the job done, as you can see. I think I mentioned this in one of the Shop Elements videos. I sometimes miss the days of working out of a toolbox. I used to work on my kitchen table, and you pull everything out. You work, you do your work, but then you have to tuck everything away because it's dinner time, or right? That's a family table. Sometimes I miss those days, but as you progress, you'll get a little shop going. When you buy a house, you'll buy a house with a basement. You'll get a shop rolling. The fun thing is that even in our little workspace, if we can, get a small workspace, kind of carve out a small workspace in a corner of a bedroom or a garage or whatnot, it's funny how fast that space starts to look like a leather shop because you start having odd and ends, pieces of lace hanging there, or a little tooled piece that was an experiment, and you hang that. It doesn't take any time for it to start to look like a leather shop. And that's really a lot of fun, setting up our shop to look that way. One of the reasons I say that is let's see. Okay. You know what? We'll get back around to this because I've got some leather elements. The shop leather elements are coming up. But I'll come back to that. I want to try to stay organized, which is not going to happen. Okay. This is a fun one. Chris Gould. Chris has got some great comments on here. Let's see. Okay. I made a friend a snakeskin belt from the snakeskin video. He just phoned up and told me he's making me a stamping tool holder as a thank you. How cool is that? We all need to find a woodworker that we can kind of trade back and forth with. Now, if you're both, score, because we got some stuff here. We've got products that made out of wood in our leather shop. But Chris, that's very cool. All right, rustybayonet.com. And I wanted to put this one in here because we're going to talk about this. My big seller is holsters, sheaths, and tote bags. Excellent. Okay, big sellers. Okay, so for the rest of us, those of us that may be thinking about maybe getting a booth or maybe a shop at a craft show for one weekend, Rusty Bayonet just gave us a big hint of what's selling. So now that may not be our thing. Any 3 of those may not be our thing, but nonetheless, there's someone giving us a hint of what's selling out there. Thank you, Rusty Bayonet. Thank you for that. Now, Robin Ross and Sapphire. Robin asked this, I think, more than once. Sorry. How do you know if the leather you're buying is going to be hard leather or supple leather? Okay, we kind of went into that last week. But I hope I answered that. the point there is we don't sell. We've got free swatches on every leather page. There's a button for a swatch of that leather. So if you're not really sure, pick up one of those swatches or more. Yeah, we talked about that last week, but I'm hoping I answered that. I hope I did. Jan Lull, sorry, Chuck, just teasing you, man. Tease away, baby. Absolutely. There, Jan, and this, you kind of fall into this category. There are folks out there that you just, they make you feel like you've known them all your life, right? It's just something that, Jan, tease away, man. Absolutely. Um, okay, Jan has a second one, and we're just, because I thought this was funny. I'm the same way. My phone is plugged in for so long, it's almost a landline again. And does anybody run their phone between like 3 and 10%? And it's not like we have to connect this to a bicycle and ride the bicycle to charge. We just plug it in and walk away. How difficult is this? Anyway, all right. So Abel Maldonado, I ordered a Weaver letter stamp set off of Amazon, but I didn't receive the D. I got 2 Bs. I should have ordered straight from Weaver. Well, Abel, in all honesty, the problem here, and this is an age-old problem with letter sets, and I apologize. It shouldn't happen, but the reason is most of these are made overseas and very likely in a country that doesn't speak English. I would have a problem with that, right? If I had to put letters in order in a box on a language I didn't understand, I'd probably have. I'm sorry that happened. But Abel, I'm not sure how, but we can work that. We can make that work for you. Abel, you may simply return it. Man, I hope I'm not stepping on toes there. And I'm just looking more for, an answer, because we want to fix you up. It's just an age-old problem. It really is. Not common. It happens, but it's not common. But Abel, I'm sorry about that. Return that. And I can't imagine they won't send you another one, so try that if you haven't already, because these are already from last week. Dwayne Reynolds, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Dwayne is just saying, thank you so much for doing these videos. You're helping so many people so much, and that makes my day. I absolutely will live on that, y'all. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for comments like that. Let's see. Okay. Oguz Ayas. I hope I'm saying that right. Oguz. Let's see. I'm kind of new to leather crafting. I want to sell my crafts. What would you recommend for me? We've kind of been over this, but for folks that are new, if you've been with us and been through this, you probably understand. Yeah, we all do, because we want to help the folks out, but maybe there's something here that may help. Oguz, when you want to start selling your product, just my opinion, you start easy, and you'll see exactly what I mean. eBay, Etsy, yes, and a website. Well, maybe down the road a little bit. Maybe let's postpone the website a little bit. The point I'm getting at is a flea market. That to me is a perfect place to start. And I did. I had a booth in, gosh, it was Austell for, I don't know, like a year, but we progressed. The point is they're very inexpensive. You don't have to sign a contract. You're not juried. Your products aren't juried. And if that's not familiar, we'll come back to that. You can walk in. I don't know how much it is. It used to be $10 a day, but that was a long time ago. Anyway, the point is no contracts, nothing. They usually have tables. They do the advertising. You have public. They are already there. You know what? If you sell something, great. If you don't, you're learning. That's the big, you're learning. You're going to get some compliments. You're going to have a blast. Okay. All right. We've talked about that. The next step up is a craft fair or a craft show. It's just a weekend deal. They're everywhere. Particularly spring, fall. Typically here, maybe not so much midsummer because it's really hot. But you're kind of stepping it up a little bit, because now payment options. You need to come up to speed with that at the flea market as well. But flea markets typically are cash. But now you've got to deal with your payment methods, which is easy. You need a drawer, cash. But now you need an awning. You need some tables, some fixtures, to show your work, whether it lays down or stands up, or belts. You need The grid racks are great, inexpensive, easy to set up. But the point is, you're kind of growing. Now you're filling out this space. Um, the next step is probably start looking at your bigger shows. And now bucks, big bucks, like Dragon Con, Blade Show is a great example. If you want a booth, um, a big booth, that's going to be expensive, a couple of grand. But your tables, they typically have tables. Ren fairs are the same way. Um, Now don't hold me to this, but I think like Atlanta, they have like test booths where you're not buying the booth for, until you sell it. You can get in and get a feel. Are people loving your stuff? Are you selling stuff? Is it worth the trouble? So there's all kinds of ways to get out there. One of the points, and we say this at every show, our thought is always on what are we going to sell at the show. Now your lower shows, your flea market, maybe your craft fairs, yes and no. But the point of a show is more the exposure. Your exposure, because you're going to run into people, like say somebody drops by your booth and says, "Oh, hey, I've got a small website and I sell leather goods. Do you have wholesale pricing?" Or you're promoting your website. Yes, you're making money at the show and it makes it worth it. But the point is, those people are going to look at your website the rest of the year. So you do one show, now you've got customers, right? So exposure is the real point of doing a show. The money, yeah, that helps, especially when you have to load in and tear down, which is a blast. If you haven't done a craft show, because everybody's there early, it's beautiful. Weather is a problem, right? Right. So, right, if you start setting up a craft show, let me tell you, you're going to watch that weather every day. Excuse me, every day leading up to that show, right? But when you get there, you've got everybody's excited, and there's a booth that's got coffee going and donuts, and you're setting up and you're getting up. It's a lot of fun. Tear down, well, it's not as much fun, but you're counting your money, right? And so that actually makes tear down a little bit of fun. The biggest point with what I'm getting at here is you're growing. You're learning by starting small. You're learning to work up to the big shows, where at the big shows, you're going to be getting exposure. Now you're full blown right now. Okay. So anyway, that just kind of a rant there, but for those of us that want to sell a little, yeah, get out there and sell your work. You're going to make a little money, but the big point, people are going to love your work. It's handmade. It's handmade. People are going to love your work. You're going to get some feathers in your hat and a little cash in your pocket, right? That's what, if we're staying small, that's what we're looking for. So, okay. Long rant, right? Or spiel. I'm not sure. I hope that helps, but you do a show, you have a lot of fun. You really do. Let's see. Okay. Diwaniana. Hello from Netherlands. Love your videos. Honored that you would be here. Absolutely. I hope you're back with us this week. Hussein Sitare Azar. Ahlan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm going to do my best to say hello to folks in their native tongue, and I hope that's right. I hope that's right. I hope I'm not putting in my foot in my mouth. But Hussein, I hope you're with us this week. It's an honor to have you. Absolutely. Let's see. Judith Heslop. Hola from New Mexico. I hope you're doing well in New Mexico. Okay, Eric Rowley. Oh, Eric, I hope you're with us because let's see, I just got into leather crafting as well. Sorry if you get notifications about comments from me on the old Whitney. Please don't apologize. You comment away, absolutely. I kind of, after a couple of months, I'll look back at the old videos and, kind of scan through the comments, do newest first and scan through them. But in all honesty, after they're a year or two old, I kind of don't look back at them. I wish the first 2 years would go away because I look back at them and the lighting, I feel very mechanical. One of the late night talk show hosts, I can't remember which. Anyway, the point of this is that they showed him now, and they showed him on his first show, and you could tell he was very, very mechanical. He wasn't comfortable. He's doing a great job, absolutely, but it took a while to get up to speed on that. And I look at some of those and just I cringe at some of those early videos. And so anyway, let's see. Okay. Josh. All right, good. Here's one question for anyone. I need a sewing machine that is strong enough for leather. I know there are a few options, looking for suggestions. Yeah, Josh, used is great. I mean, these machines are made to last multiple lifetimes. I mean, when you pick up the machine, the head on an industrial machine, it's like 60 pounds. They're made to last forever. They really are. If if you're just starting out, I'd look at our 303, to be honest with you. And and I'm not kidding. I've got a console, used. It's a great machine. Um, I don't sew on it anymore because I've got a 303 now. The point I'm getting at here, I know I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just not connecting. My 303 was $60 more than my console was used 10 years ago. No kidding. Josh, sales pitch. Absolutely. I would look at our 303. It's got a servo motor on it. Now you'll get up to speed on this, but you've got a clutch motor typically. That's the old school motor. It's just simply a clutch. Um, Very hard to set for lower speeds. Mine, you hit the treadle and it's gone. I can't sew like that. That's a production sewer, right? The 303, I think it'll sew one stitch every 1.5, maybe 2 seconds. For those of us who are not production sewers, I can absolutely control a machine at that speed. So, Josh, sales pitch, absolutely, but take a look at our 303 and the extras you get. It's Weaver, right? Even I was surprised. All the extras you're going to get with that machine. You'll be a pro at sewing in about 10 minutes. Now, okay, I say 10 minutes. Once you get the machine off the pallet and you get the guard on it, get it threaded. Okay, then 10 minutes, you'll be amazed at how comfortable and confident you feel with that sewing machine. Um, oh, Mark Carey. Oh, Mark Carey, hello, right back to you. Oh, Spastic Geek, what's wrong? I must have missed something. No, no, you're not gonna get kicked out. Uh oh no, but I might see. Okay, now we need Chuck doing interpretive dance, also wearing armor in a VW bug and playing bongos. Man, just a mental picture of that is gonna leave a scar. Right. Anyway, uh let's see. Prizzy Kominku. I'm sorry, no. Um, I'm sorry, I'm not getting that question. What would be the troubles with that bench's dimension? The troubles, man, maybe if I'm on the right track, I think I'm sorry, I'm not, I habit of putting my foot in my mouth. Oh man, I mean, it's almost a thing. Um, I'm sorry, I'm doing my best to answer a question. I absolutely am. I would think the downside to that is simply the size. Like if you're in like an 10 by, maybe a 10 by 10 room, that'd be a pretty good size. But if you're getting into a smaller space, um, it might start to get cramped around. Again, we just need room to work around us. Like we're pulling out rolls of leather. We need a good 3 feet um, between table and wall. I think that might be. And uh, the video, I think, man, now I'm forgetting all this because I'm trying to think while I'm talking and reading, and that's not even going to happen. So, I think that's right. See if that's a help. See if I'm answering your question there. Um, I hate not being able to answer a question. Randy Bradley, Norman, Oklahoma. Randy, thanks for being with us. Oh man, Jailer 23044. There's never crying coming out of my workshop, but there's definitely some cursing from time to time. Yeah, maybe even some throwing some stuff, on occasion. Yeah, there can be some bad language and some pretty ugly gestures. Luckily, we're here typically by ourselves. Yeah, I'm with you. Um, oh man. I know. Same stories, things have been dropped. We'll call it that by accident. Let's just leave it at that. Uh, oh man, that Harv guy, the war between man and machine didn't start with Skynet. That's a good one. But it'll start with Siri. That was weird. I mean, that was weird. Okay. Oh, Thomas, It's my pleasure. I hope I can help. Sometimes in an email or on a phone call, my last line is, you are free to call me anytime that I can be of no help whatsoever. So I'll do my best to answer these. Uh, oh, Moby Brick Flicks. It is so funny you say that because I happen to upstairs. I'll come back around to that. Let me get to this because, gee, Chuck, we were a little confused. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. Chuck, I got a project idea. Okay, Moby Brick Flicks. Maybe wrapping leather around one of those wood boxes from the craft stores. Maybe a leather cover, treasure chest, some kind of thing. You are the upstairs. So, yes, a couple of years back, they're cheap. These little wood boxes at the craft stores, all kinds of cool shapes and designs. So, I made one for my wife for her birthday, I think. I just took some pink leather, glued it on, and the caps, the tops, typically you can just wrap a chrome around it. It looks great. And I took a little brass stencil that I think I probably got from the same craft store, laid it on top, and hit it with like a brighter pink. So we had a contrast there, a couple of spots around it. That was like a 20-minute project, and she still has that thing. Moby Brick Flicks, thanks for bringing that up. Absolutely a great project. Simple, fun project that's going to look great. And anybody we make this for will have it for years. Absolutely. Josh, Weaver Store, Minnesota. I'm with you. I'll pitch that. There was someone that commented, Eric. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not Eric. I may not have copied it over. Someone had mentioned that I get my notifications late. Let us know this. If something like this happens, let us know because sometimes we may not know that. Like I said, I was in a meeting yesterday with marketing, and they are working on levels I have no concept of. I am being so left behind in this thing. Anyway, the point here is that we may not notice it or know of it. So if you mention it, don't feel bad about saying, "Hey, this isn't working" or something. Let us know that. Absolutely. Yeah, okay, Sheriff. Yeah, the Pendleton show. I probably will be there, and I think Wichita Falls as well. I think I kind of fell out of it. I kind of fell out of this knowing when the shows are because we did them so long. We know exactly when that show is throughout the year. I'm starting to forget all of that. Also, Georgia Ren Fair, again, me and some friends were picking a couple of weekends. Again, that's kind of localized. And I almost feel funny bringing it up to family and friends all over the world, right? Anyway, we're picking some weekends. So if you're close, I'll be there with some good friends. Be a great chance to meet some folks, if you're close. Amy Morris, I've never done leather crafting. What is the best project for a beginner? Oh, Amy, you just opened a can of worms. Y'all pitch in some good ideas. Unbelievable amounts. I mean, we could sit down. I bet if we all took some time, we would come up with a 1,000 possibilities. Cuffs, little pouches, earrings, hair ties. Oh man, that literally is a list without end. Y'all, help Amy out. Everybody put in what would be some great starter projects, just to kind of get you rolling. Because Amy, you're gonna love it. I mean, your first project, you're gonna flip over how well it comes out. Is it 348? Oh crap. I thought it was like 320. Okay, so all right, let's do. Got to keep the job, right? Okay. Let's see. All right. Bridget Benson. Oh, I got one more here. I wanted to. She was answering Shepherd 2010. Thank you. Let's see. Although the colors are my favorite designs. This is on a fan page. Project on the fan page. I just love the sound of this. The colors were based on a medicine bag that used to be on display at the Arizona State Museum. That is cool. I would love to see that medicine bag. Another leather project. And barber's chairs. I mean, these are all right. When I worked at my other store, I had a customer that refurbished barber chairs. And I mean, I'm talking the like Al Capone era, like with the porcelain and the unbelievable filigree brass arms. And he would literally bring these back to showroom fresh. And they were gorgeous. I have pictures of them. Okay, let me try to remember that too. We know that ain't gonna happen. All right, all right. Barber chairs, armor pick. Anyway, I'll get one of those up on the fan page because it's unbelievable what he was able to do. But the leather he used, tufted cushions and back and headrest. Oh man. So I forgot where it was. Oh crap. Yeah, we're used to this, aren't we? You might go get a cup of coffee. Come back. I mean, Chuck brings it back into focus here. Anyway, okay, the medicine bag. The point is, I had a customer that did old medicine bag, new, but with the has like the claw opening with the trunk handles, and wow, what cool project. Um, wow, Bridget, thanks for bringing that into the conversation. Beto Phelan, I hope you're with us this week. Beto says, love the videos. Love that you were with us. Y'all, it absolutely. And Koki, working on a project now. Okay, so that's cool. That's fun. Total immersion. Total immersion. Give you a good day. I hope so. All right, so let's see. In other news, videos, this weekend, I think we're doing organization. Shop Elements Part 3 organization. I hope there's some good tricks and tips in here. And I hope so. I hope it's a fun video. Let's see, just finished the tool rack and the thread racks, or the tool board and the thread racks. And then we're going to the stamp after that. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. So yeah, we're just going to get a good look at it. And scrap wood. You'll be surprised how easy it is and how many little tricks we can add to it. Mine has even got little slot throw on swivel knives, and you can add on to it. I've got it fixed up to where we can add more because our tool racks are never big enough. We accumulate tools. I mean, like my cat accumulates debris through the yard. And they never seem to be big enough. We buy one and we blow it out, and now we're got tools. Anyway, okay. So that beginner set. Okay, project of the week. We'll tie this in together here. So I'm gonna do a video with the beginner's kit. Okay, the funny thing is here, I wasn't paying attention. We know that, right? It's kind of, why do we even mention it? I thought this was the beginner sewing kit. All right. It's a great beginner kit. Absolutely. We've got a good one that a better, like that's got more stuff in it, obviously. But we're going to do a video on this. When I opened this kit up, I was thinking it was a beginner's kit for sewing, but it's just your standard beginner's kit. The point I'm getting at there, let me get that box out of the way. This is about the best kit I've ever seen for hand sewing. If you want to get into hand sewing specifically, best kit I've ever seen. I think it's about $72. I think that's right, somewhere in that price range. Look at this. I mean, all the stuff in here. Okay, so we get our pony, our trusted pony, diamond chisel set in the 5mm. That's my favorite size. I love the flat 5. Really 5 stitches per inch is basically what that comes out to. 1/8 inch flat. I love that. But same thing, about 5 stitches per inch in the diamond. Looks beautiful. That's a gorgeous look. Groover. If you're new to leathercraft, this will be one of your best tools for hand sewing. We're going to run this down our edge. It gives us a groove, a guide for our chisel. If you haven't picked up hand sewing and you may be a little intimidated by it, don't be. You'll flip at how easy it is. Our tools do all the work, like the groover. That gives us our guide. We can drop our chisel in that, and it's going to be beautiful. You're going to have a stitch that looks just like a machine. Trusty square, that's a nice plus. And this is our heavy duty awl. It's the one I use in all the videos. In all honesty, that's an expensive little awl, and I think retail probably is about half of what this kit costs. Ritza, and I didn't look. Is it 0.8mm? 0.8mm. That's my favorite size. We've got 2 needles in here, John James. Now we can filigree cut. Absolutely. So it's a great kit for the money. A great kit. It's our beginner's kit. So, yeah, okay. Oh, thanks for helping out there, Miriam. I'm behind. Oh, no, you didn't. No. Okay. Let's see. Don. Okay, Barry Roche, thank you for being here. I wanted to at least say hello there. Hello there. Daughter of the Wild, did I miss the explanation of the rewards program? No, Chuck just hasn't gotten there yet. I did forget. I did. That's actually notes from the boss. That's actually where I'm going next. Y'all, thank you for that. Oh, there's one more I want to do a video on is barber strop. Decorative barber strop. These are so cool. Okay. Because it's going to be great in the bathroom. And I don't have mine. I left it at my previous employment. But I did a beautiful barber strap and then did some tooling down the middle. The cool thing here, great decoration for a bathroom because it's thin. It's long and thin. And we all have those little pieces of wall between like mirror or like your door and your closet door that nothing fits in there. Barber strap. And this is cool. I haven't designed this one yet because I want to do the video to where it is literally barber strap. We can use it in our shop or a decorative that we can use or decorate in our home. So I'm working on coming up with a design for that, but we're going to get to that. And of course the sporin, I just can't make them fast enough. There's not enough hours in the day to work on leather. Does anybody feel that way? I mean, it's just, I could do this all day, every day and love every minute. Actually, I do. I leave that shop, eat dinner, and then come to this shop and spend the rest of my evening. You'd think I'd have more personal projects, wouldn't you? You'd think that. Pam Watson. Yes. All right. This kit, it is in stock. Yeah, I got, because before I put it up as the project of the week, I wanted to make sure it is in stock. I think we had 30 or 40 of them. I think so. Let's see. Okay. T.H. Bergroff. Hello, right back to Germany. Glad you're with us. Danke. Been to Germany. Your name is new to me, but so I've been to Germany. That's all. That's where I'm going with this. I've been to Germany and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Every person I met. I ate every wurst I could find and I drank every beer I could find. And I had the best Schweinshaxen. Wow. Okay. If you're not familiar with this, it's a pig knuckle. Which, we kind of think, ooh, no. So this is put in a cage that literally revolves around a larger cage full of charcoal. So this revolves around this thing all day long. And they've got this light gravy that goes on it. I literally almost ate myself sick. And then, okay, I mean, I was not feeling well. I ate too much. I did. The waiter, I think offhandedly mentioned, man, I feel terrible now. He said, I've got something for you. So he brought out a liqueur. I can't remember if it was a brandy or a liqueur, but it's made where they put a bottle on a branch and the pear grows in the bottle and then they break it off and then the liqueur is, I'm not kidding. In 1 minute, I felt like I wasn't even full anymore. That was a magic medicine and it was tasty too. Point is, it's good to hear from Germany. Bless your heart. Love everything about Germany. Bob Haney, I wish you'd come to a craft fair in the UK. I do too. When we started this, we didn't really expect it to be worldwide. We just didn't know. But wow, how cool is this? I even spit a little bit. That was so cool. Let's see. Okay. All right. So back over here. I know I just keep reading. All right. So notes from the boss. Let's keep me employed. That's right. Let's keep me employed. All right. So we have a 15% sale on Jasper Chrome Tanned. Oh, the Jasper Chrome Tan pull-up leather. I love this leather. Use it in the videos. Gorgeous. All right. Secondly, here we go. All right. This is the punch points. This is our reward. And these fine folks have been working on this for a long time. Highly complicated, beyond what I am capable of doing. All right, we're introducing our punch points, our brand new rewards program that allows you to shop, rack up points, and redeem points to save on future Weaver Leather Supply orders for savings that will pack a punch. Yeah, boom, pack a punch. Get right. It's simple. Sign up, earn points, redeem points. You can earn points by shopping. Every dollar spent earns you a point. Creating an account, following us on social media, and this one blew me away. This one's cool. And each year on your birthday. How cool is that? We give you some points as a birthday gift. That is very cool. It's Weaver. right? I'm surprised, and I work here. Okay, to sign up today, visit our website and look for rewards on our website menu. Yeah, so there we go. Got that. That's cool. That is very cool. Um, let's see. Okay, tool or that thing of the week. We got that beginner's kit. We got that. Hey, end of my script. All right. I think. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Joke of the week. Okay, joke of the week. Do you know why you never see cows hiding in trees? Because they're so good at it. Okay, joke of the week. I didn't say it was a good joke. I didn't say it was good, but maybe we can do that every week. All right. I hope that's fun. I hope that's fun. One more thing, and I want to bring this up because this is fun. The gentleman that owns the company that does our landscaping, great guy, Roberto. He last summer, I think I said, "Hey, Roberto, can we do this or that?" We don't live at Versailles, right? I mean, it's basically cut, blow, trim, they're gone, right? Anyway, they want to. Anyway, he saw my shop and he said, "I've always wanted to work leather." And I'm like, "Well, you're welcome anytime to come over. We'll play with some." Well, he came back. I think the next week he came back. He said, "How about we trade landscaping, yard work for leather product or leather classes?" Okay, cool. Well, he brought his 14-year-old daughter, Regina, and she is so sweet. The point I'm getting at here is they were here this weekend. She's making a purse, and I've got it here. It's coming together for her. It's for Mom's birthday. It's for Mom's birthday. So at the end of the class this week, Roberto's working on the feather filigree belt. Right, cuts through it. We'll get a pic of it. I'll get him on the fan page. So anyway, I know roundabout. It's me, right? We know this. So I tried to give him a check. Roberto, I feel bad about this. It's your job. This is how you make a living. I'm enjoying the leather classes. This is fun for me. So he said I won't take it because, and I'm not kidding. 5 minutes earlier, Regina, we're looking at this purse. So we're doing a purse. This is the shrunken sides that we had, the outlets that we had. She really liked the look of that. So we're making a purse. We've got the black trunk handles ready to go, little billets ready to go. So she wanted to tool something. Yeah, I know this is cool. This is cool. So she wanted to tool something. First time she's ever tooled anything. Can we see that? She tooled a rose, and it looks so good. So the original design, we were going to go with black. She's designing this. I'm just letting her run with it. So she said, I said, well, we're going to dye this. Do you want to go with black? It'll be a nice detail. She said, no. Can we go with another color? Oh, yeah. Okay, Chuck's on it now. Right, so I pull out all my Pro Dye swatches, and sure enough, she points to that one, walnut, my absolute favorite of the 10, I think. Is it 10? Anyway, I don't know. Something may have detached. We don't know. Anyway, so she said, well, let's do that. All right, so now she's going to do the purse in the black. See if we can she's going to do the rose, hand sew the rose on, probably with a black stitch. And then we've got the walnut. We're going to do trunk handles and billets with the antique nickel O in between them. And where I'm going with this, she's doing a great job on this. Where I'm going with that is this. When we got it dyed, we got the top coat on it, we got everything, we laid it out to look like she almost did a little dance. She was so excited. Where I'm going with this, right? Come on, Chuck. Anyway, so when I tried to hand Roberto a check, he said, you can't pay for that kind of excitement. Right? You can't. Anyway, so she's doing such a great job. So I wanted to at least bring that up, but he's exactly right. I was surprised at how excited she was when she saw her design coming together. Okay, Sean Bell. Yeah, it's after 4. Screw it. Let's just keep going. My life. My life. Bob, take my wife, please. How do you catch a rabbit? Sit in the field and make a noise like a carrot. That's okay. Let's see. Walnut. Yeah, night for today. You're exactly right. Let's see. Oh, Sarah Kate's Art. I'm glad there's a new name. Come on in. What leather is cheapest to do this work on, please? I don't know if I missed the first part of that question, but I know I can help. Okay, so Sarah Kate's Art. Um, if you want to tool, if you want to dye the leather and tool it or form it, stamp it, you're going to go with a vegetable tan. We have what's called a belly. Um, it's a very inexpensive cut of leather, and it's a good piece. You'll have a blast with it. Okay, if you want to go like say more of a purse leather, something that's already dyed, we have swatches. Swatches again. Um, we have panels of leather. So you can buy a 12 by 12 inch piece or a 12 by 24-inch piece. So you no longer have to go buy an entire hide of leather. We've got it all the way down to a square foot. Um, Very inexpensive. That's a great way to get a feel for the leather. So see if one or the other of those works for you. Yeah, Sarah Kate, and also anybody at Sarah Kate's Art. Are you in England? If you are, y'all, if somebody's in England, y'all, Chris or everybody help her out there. See if you've got some good answers for her. Bob Haney's rolling, man. Bob, you're all over it. David Rooney, I'm glad to see you. David Rooney. Let's see, Edro 1304, I'm glad you're with us. Very cool, y'all. Oh man, Christopher Croboth. Organization is hard. My table always looks like it's been bombed. Excuse me. Do you get that pile of tools on the right end of your table that you have to, and then okay, let's see if there's anybody this hasn't happened to. So we've got our workspace. We start cutting our project. All right. As we get further along, our workspace gets smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where we have to just push day crap out of the way so we have enough room to assemble. It is what it is. I wish I had the magic wand on organization. I don't, but maybe at least, in this video, there's some help there. I hope there's some help there. Let's see. Okay. Oh man, James Schnellner. No, don't worry. It'll be on YouTube. You can come back to it. Oh, Terry Hatton. Hello, right back from Oregon. Right back to Oregon. Terry, thank you so much for mentioning that. That it literally means the world to me. Yeah, it's Martin Braun. Martin. Because after a while, the next tool you need is always at the bottom of the pile. I think that might be why I use a box knife, is that pile, right? Most other tools don't have a sharp edge on it, except for what we're cutting with. Yeah, reach into that pile. Oh, cringe moment. Because I'm setting up for Blade Show 2 years ago. Round knife came out of its sleeve. I didn't see it. I reached and I felt something bite my finger. And of course, we're in this big indoor room. What in the world would have bitten me? Yeah, it was a round knife. I still cringe over that. Oh man. Oh man, Sean Doe. Sean, this is a common. We had this question just yesterday from somebody. I live on an island and I'm not able to use Pro Dye due to shipping. So I use the leather colors. Do you have any tips to give it a light, supple feel? Sean, I'm not really sure what, the thickness of the leather or the type of leather. See if this helps. Now with me, Pro Dye will stiffen a little bit. It absolutely will stiffen a little bit. So when I finish dyeing and it's dry, before I top coat it, I'll roll the project. And I'm not talking real tight like I'm going to try to put it in a map tube, right? No, just gently roll it across, corner to corner, side to side, side to side. Basically, you're just working it out with your hands. And you'll see, I'm not kidding, 30 seconds, you'll start to see a noticeable difference. Now, with veg tan, typically, as we use it, it's going to soften up like a rag. It's going to keep its strength, its beauty, but it is really going to soften up. Like for a belt, it is going to be super comfortable. Just try working that leather a little bit with your hands. You'll be amazed. It'll soften up. Now it's best again pro dye, little less stiff, but the water-based dyes, it was really the alcohol dyes that are the make it the most stiff, but still you can work it out. Just go gentle with it. Um, Excuse me. Sorry about that. I was going to say something. I had a very valid point there. Maybe we'll have that next week. maybe we'll get to that next week. Yeah, because at 3 in the morning I'll wake up and go, I remember what I was talking about. Oh no, Daughter of the Wild. Craft fails. That's kind of fallen off the grid here, mainly because I'm just not working on my own stuff. And when I'm doing the videos, each step or each scene is so practiced and worked out, and I know it's going to go this way. Yeah, not always, but anyway, there's not a lot of mistakes over there, and if there is, it's something tedious or not fun. It's whatever. I cut my thread too short or blah blah. Oh, I know. I saw these jump. Oh, let's see. Okay, all right. So anyway, yeah, the craft fails. Let's see. Okay, Daughter of the Wild project failed. Working on a clutch with an accordion side. Wow. Got all the way to adding the sides onto the body, and they are too thick for the piece. These things happen. I'm sorry to hear that. It happened. But, it's kind of irritating to those of us, and you included, that we kind of should know better, right? At this point, never works. Never works. They just happen. Craft fails, they're there mostly. We bring these up mainly so we can laugh at our own fails, right? And it does therapeutic a bit, sometimes we can't. But the bigger point with the craft fails is that the new folks know that the experienced folks make mistakes just like everybody else. Tiger Wood, he can shank one into the woods now and then. It happens. I think a lot of it is being able to pull it back out, and the golf thing there kind of works there. The pros know how to get out of the trouble. Well, sometimes we have great ideas. Sometimes we're in the lake, and there ain't no getting out of it. But from time to time, there's a chance that we can work it into the design or change it or be very creative in how we handle it. I'm just spinning on that one. But nonetheless, sometimes we can save it. Sometimes we just have to back up. And it is what it is. Yeah, Bob Haney, I'm available for parties, for kids' parties. That's right. Take my wife, please. Henny, Rodney. Oh, come on. They're the best ever. Let's see, Josh. Chuck, what are your thoughts on lining a hair-on hide bag with a white deer tan cowhide liner? I think it's great. I think that would be beautiful. The deer tan is, I think, about a 2 to 3 ounce. And depending on your hair on, they're typically about a 4 ounce, maybe something in there. I don't think it's going to be too heavy, but I think maybe more consideration maybe to the project that you're working it onto, or unless you're just going to line it as a big, beautiful rug. That would be gorgeous. Oh man, Spastic Geek. This is so funny you brought this up. Oh man, I just jumped all the way to the end and I totally lost it. Now, anyway, you want to make some leashes for your vet or for the animal shelter. And you're exactly right. That's crossed my mind so many times. Oh, here we are, Spastic Geek. All right, so a bunch of collars for a local rescue. Bless your heart for doing that. Does anyone have a recommendation for men max cost versus durability versus time? I want to make a bunch, but want them to last. Man, Spastic, yeah, I think that might be more than we can go in here. Oh man. Oh, here's one. We got it. Kazoo. Leather crafters are never stressed. They just let it go. Oh man, that's actually a pretty good one for leather. Man, on the Spastic Geek, I don't have a great answer for you there. There's a lot to be considered. Typically, they're not bad because collars and leashes, 5/8 of an inch, 3/4 maybe for the smaller pups, 1/2 inch at most. So really, you can take a hide, divide it by footage, divide that by inch, and then divide the cost by that. And you literally can easily get a square inch cost, add 15%, maybe 20% for waste. And that'll give you a very accurate cost. And drop your buckles, Chicago screws or rivets, or a clip, snap clip, or whatever you're going to use. That's easy to calculate the cost there. But I almost think once you do a little math on it, you're going to be a little surprised at how cheap they actually are when you make one. So yeah, I'd see if that helps. I want to add more. Valdemar Blondo. Oh, bless your heart. I saw your name come up, and I'll see if I can find it, but typically that doesn't work very well. Oh, please ask that again. Oh, volatile bullfrog. Oh man, I cringed as soon as I heard round knife. You're right. Well, thanks for being with us. I'm glad you joined us. Sorry that's when you joined us. That's not great. Thanks. That's right. T.H. Berghoff, Bob Haney, thanks for giving me a chuckle. That's exactly right. It's fun. It's a fun craft. It really is. The leather industry itself doesn't have much of a sense of humor. It was never issued a sense of humor. And I've been at it a long time. I can say that with full confidence, right? So it's our turn to bring some comedy into this. Let's enjoy it. What a great craft. Let's add some laughs. Absolutely. Let's enjoy every minute of it. All right, y'all. So I guess I probably ought to start wrapping it up. I'm starting to get a little hoarse. Thorsten, maybe a cold beer or a shot of whiskey. You know what? You can't go wrong, can you? Absolutely. We have, I don't drink a lot, but a cold beer with a steak or, some Mexican food, or maybe after mowing the grass, something like that. A good cold beer, man, that hits the spot. We did a camp out 2 weeks ago. Tornado warnings. Hey, let's go camp on this weekend. And we did. And what I'm getting at is we've gotten hooked on these. They're called key lime pie shooters. Oh man, they can get you in trouble because they're so good. So anyway, all right. Well, we're just going to leave that at that. I don't know why I even brought that up, but Valdemar Blondo, Biondo, yeah, Valdemar Biondo Jr. I'm gonna keep up until I get it right. Thank you for asking a great question. I'm here from Brazil. I'm starting in leather work, and soon I must buy some tools. Yeah, I ask, is shipping to Brazil only via DHL/FedEx? These shipping methods make shipping more expensive, unfortunately. Valdemar, you're exactly right. The cost can get there. Valdemar, send us an email. Send us an email. We've got folks that do nothing but this all day long, and they're always looking for the best way because the customer, that's the point. And if we can get that shipping down, that's perfect. That's good for both of us. So, yeah, give us an email. Valdemar, give us an email, and I'm sure we can help one way or another. Oh man, Don, is today National Beer Day? I was not alerted to this. Oh man, David Shorb. You're right. Yeah, says okay. So seeing. All right. I know I keep wanting to y'all because y'all have probably seen these already, but I feel bad not just seeing the pic of you wearing the armor on the fan page. Is that on the fan page? Is it, Chuck? Man, seeing it hanging back there doesn't do it justice. We need a tutorial on that yesterday. Yes, we do. David, man, you preaching to the choir. You are. We're just trying to figure out how to do it. Yeah. Oh, Austin Blanton answering a question. Thank you for that. Y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. Man, all right, because I keep seeing great comments and questions, and they're just flashing by faster than I can read them. Y'all, but it looks like we've got some good answers in here. Hallelujah for that. Y'all, thank you for answering. I'm sorry I can't get to every one of these. I really wish I could. It's irritating to me when I go through the comments from last week. Irritating to me that I slap my head 10 times. I laugh hard 10 times as well. So, Jaron McClure. Is it better to use a cutting board or a black punch board to cut? I like the black punch board, our Poundo board, because the whiteboard is a poly. You can cut on it, absolutely. Um, but with the Poundo board, your blade sinks into it a little bit. So first off, you're not really trashing your blade. Your blade's going to last longer, but because of that, you get a very clean square cut, and it's very easy. What I love about these is if you work your patterns on these, if you create your patterns, as soon as you make a cut with paper, it's like that paper adheres to the Poundo board. One point though is the punch board or the whiteboard to cut. You can use that to cut and punch. I wouldn't punch on the Poundo board. That'll get chewed up pretty quick. But good question. Very good question. Uh, oh, Sherpa 2010. Yeah. I'm not going to jump into this one because y'all got a thing going here. But yeah, let's see. I lined bags with suede, glued it. It worked. I'm just not crazy about the edges. It is an age-old problem there as well. We just can't edge coat well chromes. It is, and suede's even worse because it's flesh side both sides. So the one thing and the higher end, we see a good edge coat on the higher end bags and purses and briefcases, but it peels off in no time. And now it looks worse, right? And so I've always been hesitant to use that. Sean Doe, let's see. I'm the only leather crafter on Guam. Oh man, we got to find you someone else there. Yeah. Oh, Sean, we got to find maybe that now that you're on here, maybe somebody will see your name and hey, I'm in Guam too, and now you got a friend. I hope so. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed on that one. Uh, yeah, Don Lapham. Yeah, the black punch board. I'm thinking the Bondo, the Poundo, Bondo. I know the Poundo board. We're not working on cars here. Yeah, okay. I know. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. We're gonna knock it off. Looking forward to next week. That's the big plus about knocking off is we get to look forward to next week, and I absolutely will, y'all. So many great comments and questions and answers, y'all. Y'all make this. This doing this almost seems like a waste of time, right? Because ample stuff to talk about. Thank you for making this, y'all. Thank you for making this what it is. Yeah, absolutely, and have a very good Wednesday evening. A second half of your week. Weekend's on its way. It's cooling off for some of us. It's warming up for some of us. So, y'all, I hope you have a good second half of your week. I hope you've had a good week thus far. It is an absolute pleasure spending time with y'all every week, and I look forward to it. Love you guys. Absolutely. Y'all have a great evening. Good luck with your projects, right? But I can't seem to end there, y'all. It is a pleasure. We'll see you next week, 3 o'clock East Coast time in the U.S. Whatever time it is at your time, I'm honored that you're with us. And absolutely, I'm honored. Y'all, it's a pleasure. Have a very good evening. We'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.